Hi folks, welcome to the Finalizing a Finished Job tutorial video. As usual, we'll start by clicking on Translator's Office, then Sit, and then Open a Job. The client will be Translag, Translation Agency. The project will be TRA 2020-1, and the job will be Translation Services and Policies Docs. Here we are. Now, let's say I just finished the last segment of the document, but I want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Can SIT give me that information? You bet it can. Just click on Job Stats. It shows you that this job has 58 segments, and all 58 have been translated. Therefore, this job has been completed, and it's ready to be finalized. Why is it important to finalize a job? Well, unless you tell the system the job is done and all segments have been translated, SIT won't be able to complete the rest of the process. Crucial statistical information is only generated after you finish the job. For example, the total number of words translated, your daily word average, start and finish date, and the number of days you spent working on the file. This is key information that will help you measure your progress and more accurately figure out how much time you'll need to finish your translation projects. Last but not least, SIT can't add a finished job to your run base unless you finalize it. That's the only way to make it available for future searches. So, let's click on Finalize Job. See what happened? SIT sent a message saying that a segment is missing and the job can't be finalized. Now what do? Let's say this job has 1,200 segments. How do you go about tracking down segments that haven't been translated? At this point, you might be asking yourself, will I have to go through all the segments one by one to find the ones that haven't been translated? No, you won't. SIT has a function that finds these segments for you. First, click on the magnifying glass. Here's how you'll find untranslated segments. Click on List Untranslated Segments. Here you are. SIT found one untranslated segment. Now, let's click on the excerpt of the segment you want to open. There you go. Now you can translate it. You've provided the translation, so now you can click on Save. If you want to go to the segment to confirm the translation, just click on the segment number. And here's the translated segment. Now, you're really ready to finalize the job. Click once again on Finalize Job. The message says this job was successfully finalized and also added to your run base. The final step is to download the file. SIT provides two TXT files, one bilingual and one monolingual. Click on this button to download a monolingual file, and on this one to download a bilingual file. Now, let's download the bilingual file. You can either save it or open it with Notepad. I want to take a moment here to explain that one of the purposes of the bilingual file is to make it easy to transfer the translation to the original file by replacing the original text with the translated text. Unlike text editors, such as Word and Writer, texts recorded in TXT format, which are usually opened with Notepad, have no formatting, as they are called plain text, which is why the original file, either doc or docs, preserves the original formatting when replaced by text taken from a TXT file. Let's see how this works in practice. The first thing you want to do is make and save another copy of the original file you received and give it the same name. Then add the target language identifier at the end. I'll work with this paragraph to show you how easy it is to deliver a translated text to your client in the same format as the original text. Here, we have the original text and the bilingual translated text downloaded from SIT. See how the font of the original text is Bookman old style, but there's no special formatting, such as bold, italic, or underline. In such cases, the job is a whole lot easier. I'm going to select and copy the translation of the first sentence in the bilingual file. One of the purposes of the bilingual file is to make it easy to transfer the translation to a copy of the original file by replacing the original text with the translated text. See how the font in the TXT file is Arial. Now, I'll select the equivalent sentence in the original text and paste the sentence I copied from the translated text. Bingo! As you can see, the original file kept the Bookman old style font and now shows the text in English. Now, just repeat the same steps and copy and paste the remaining sentences. Once you've gone through the process, the translated paragraph will be identical to the paragraph in the original language. Now, let's take a look at another scenario. You've just received a text containing different font styles. So now what do? In cases like this, you'll have to do a little more work, but don't get nervous because it's not rocket science. We'll use the same original text, but this time we'll apply a different formatting so you can get a better idea of what you need to do. Texts with a specific font style will have to be replaced by the translated text one at a time. To show you what I'm talking about, I'll select and copy the first part in the translated file, one of the purposes of the bilingual file. Next, I'll select the equivalent of this sentence in the original text and paste the translation. See how the original text has been replaced by the translated text and the original formatting has been retained. Now, I'll copy and paste the other parts of the text, and as soon as I'm done, bingo, the fully translated paragraph is identical to the paragraph in the original language. With SIT, this editing task is fast and easy. If you've been paying someone to do it for you, you won't have to do that anymore. Money saved. One more thing. If at any time you're looking for fast answers to your questions and you don't feel like referring back to the videos, click on More and then click on Quick Find. There, you'll find a short written version of all the instructions. Well, folks, that's all for this tutorial. Now it's time to watch the next video, picking up from where I left off. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.